Alrighty then, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome, one and all. My name is Michael, I'm the Dead Gamer, and welcome to Pathfinder 2nd Edition Gatewalkers. It has been a while, it has been a hot minute, and I'm sorry we've taken so long to get started today. We are just doing some stuff on the back end, getting me settled in, so thank you everyone for your patience. First of all, a massive thank you to the raid that we just had coming in. Thank you to This Big Small World for your raid. Thank you for bringing 27 of your viewers to come in and hang out today. How are you? What have you been up to? What was on your stream? What's going on? Tell me all the things. I see some familiar faces in there. Good to see you all here. Getting ready to embark on today's game. Now, because we are running a bit behind, I'm going to streamline through everything. So starting off with, first of all, I'm alive. I made it. I went to Europe. I came back. I'm alive. I did things. I ate things, and now we're here. Now we're back. I have more to share. It'll likely be a stream that I will conjure up at some point or another to tell you about all of the adventures. But today we are not here about my adventures. We're here about these guys' adventures. These are my lovely Patreons who come to support the channel, have a good time, and play around and enjoy a cool session of Pathfinder. Now, before we kick off, we have a couple of people to thank, and that is, of course, our sponsors, starting with none other than our lovely and amazing folks over at Hero Forge for the artwork you can see on stream here. All the artwork comes courtesy of our amazing 3D model making browser software that allows us to not only create these really cool designs, but also have them 3D printed for you at home. So be sure to go and check those out. Then, of course, we have Fantasy Grounds for our VTT of choice behind me, which you can see there, which allows me to dip in and pull out all these really cool images from our adventure as we are playing. We also have the dice roller, we have the character sheets, all the cool stuff that a VTT should have at the touch of a button. And then lastly, we have, of course, none other than our wonderful and amazing friends over at Sirenscape that help us sound as cool as we possibly can through a huge library. And when I say huge library, I mean a huge library of amazing sound sets. Sound sets such as the sound of, let's see.
I'm getting a big echo through the Zoom.
Yeah, echo.
Echo through
Only
Zoom?
through the Zoom.
I thought it was I thought it was a cool voice effect.
Oh, who's echoing? Is it?
Yeah.
Is it still echoing?
Yes.
Interesting. One moment.
We just missed you so much. We wanted double of you.
I know. What's happening with my echo? Did it only just start echoing?
Like whenever.
Yeah, once you started sharing.
But your stream is fine.
Okay, stream is fine.
This sounds like a god is having tech issues with the echo.
It is a little bit.
That one.
Okay, so now is there no echo?
You're
There's
good
no
now.
echo.
Correct.
Yeah.
Interesting. What is happening? What's
There we
uh-oh?
go.
Okay. There's
Oh,
no
we're
echo
back.
there. Interesting.
And yourself
This
fine
is-
on the stream.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so there's no echo there. One moment, let me just try this again. Okay, now is there an echo?
Yes.
It's like it's overlaid, but yes, there is.
Okay, okay. That's a new Zoom feature, I guess, is that it's going to echo every time I do that. All right, which means we'll have to figure out a new way to deal with that tech-wise, but that's fine. We don't need to worry about that right now. Yay for being away for so long. Thank you. Yes, Pathfinder, not Dungeons and Dragons, Big Small World, but that's okay. You know, we love our sister friends who enjoy other systems as well. They're all welcomed here. You're all welcomed here. Anyway, from my chat, who can enjoy the sounds, we have sound effects from Sirenscape, such as the sound of. Here we go. Let me read this out. Ren Spruta greets the party as an adult time dragon.
Whoa.
My old friend, how good it is to see you again.
There you go. Look at that. See? How cool is this? Amazing! So yes, sound effects, not only that, but also spells like Dispel Magic. ambient music, and much, much more are at the touch of a fingertip. So be sure to check out Sirenscape as well. Hey, have a good night, Big Small World. Good to see you, and I will be sure to see you again very, very soon. Stay safe, be wonderful. Mwah. Now, of course, there would be no game without, of course, a wonderful group of players to embark on these quests and the adventurers to take their roles. So, to quickly dive through, guys, we got like a super quick intro session. So, in order of as they appear on my screen, why don't you introduce yourselves and the characters that you are playing, starting with OG.
Hello, OG Lofkin playing as Lushara. She is an elven witch traveling with her familiar Magnus, who is in Hellcat form right now, and a rabbit named Monty. We just kind of dropped into our location and we're trying to get the lay of the land, but she's on a personal quest of finding her twin brother while trying to investigate the mysteries with the rest of the crew of what the heck happened to us.
And Skulai playing the very angry dwarf Bill Rotar, who keeps putting himself as more of the brawn to protect the brains to answer all of the questions that he needs answer to. But as we found out last time, also likes a bit of stargazing.
Hello, I'm Neil from Immersion Diversion. I'm playing Arseni, a human turned skeleton turned dwarf sorcerer. A lot of their spells are music based because he absolutely loves music, but he's not a bard. And he just wants to be famous and kind of well known, but he also wants to help his new friends out.
Hi, I'm Jen. I am playing Aelith, the elf ranger of the group, and I joined this ragtag team to find out what happened.
Hello, I'm Viv the child, but actually the puppet who is summoning an eidolon that looks like their friend who they are on a desperate quest to find after suddenly gaining sentience by going through the gates. And now it's with these fine folk on an island with cool dinosaurs but less cool parasites.
Good evening, everyone. My name's Nick. I'm going to be playing briefly Elink, the famous dwelf. Well, not actually famous. A dwelf who is incredibly intent on joining the Pathfinder Society, and is figuring out that, hey, these 5 fine people will be an excellent group to go on my first adventure with, in order to prove myself.
All right, fan-freaking-tastic. All right, now, before we kick off, we have one last person to thank, and that is, of course, our lovely and amazing audience members. Guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of the show. We would like to invite you to join us and participate in some of the fun, wacky adventures that transpire during our sessions. Starting, of course, with, first of all, just by watching the shows, you earn channel points that can be used at any point in time in order to influence the game as we are playing. These can be used for inspiration, insight bonuses, wandering monsters, divine healing, divine intervention, tons and tons of stuff that will obviously definitely save my players from the brink of death or potentially put them in 1 foot into the grave. You know, who knows? Excuse me. And for those of you who have a little bit of disposable income that you would like to use in order to help support Dag in his endeavors to pay the rent, we have a number of rewards here for you guys as well. Starting, of course, with our $5 reward, which gives a player of your choosing a red mark, or me, as your GM, a purple mark. These are Jinx points and Hero points. Hero points can be used to petition the GM for stuff that isn't in the rules, roll with advantage, or stave off a killing blow. Jinx points can be used to counteract Hero points, have bad guys roll with advantage, or cause minor inconveniences during the course of the game. For $10, I will draw from one of 2 decks of cards in front of me. The first deck is a deck of plot twists, where I will draw 3 cards, and you will select one of those cards as a story prompt plot twist. Preemptive warning or preemptive news, that reward might be changing soon to something a little bit more involved. more to come later. We're always developing. We're always trying to figure stuff out. But yes, just news on that front. The second deck I have in front of me is a deck of... Boom! Heroic actions, where you can give a player of your choice a... Excuse me. Oh, God, dying. A player of your choice gets a free heroic action, which serves as not only a hero point, but a free action that they can use at any time during the course of the game. So yeah, $20 is, of course, the coveted natural 20 that goes to either the player or the GM. The $50 donation is a magic item of your choosing. This can be a homebrew item you design, something you'd like me to design, or you can ask one of the players for something on their wish list, and you can provide it to your favorite player. Alternatively, for $50, you can donate to increase the difficulty of an encounter our heroes are facing, making life a little harder and making things a little deadlier. And not by a little, I mean by a lot. We've had avalanches happen, we've had quicksand, we've had tornadoes, we've had multiple bosses showing up, we've given bosses new templates. There's a whole bunch of cool stuff here. And FYI, that tier is going to change as well coming up. As for those of you who are aware, the War of the Immortals book just dropped. So the boss buff will now be transformed into God's Reign, where a encounter that the group is fighting will then suddenly gain a template from the mythic tier. And things will be bad. So yes. So look forward to that. And then, of course, we have, for the $100 secret menu item, a big secret menu item. Now, we do have a new individual joining us at some point or another during the course of today's session. More on that later on as we go. But the $100 secret menu item will be something for that new character. This new character has the penchant to destroy things, which, of course, is... something to say about their nature. However, destroying things in Pathfinder can be a bit tricky. What with, things of particular hardnesses, reducing the damage of, the things that they take. Like a generally speaking, a bit of rope has 0 hardness. You can cut it with a pair of scissors pretty easily. A piece of wood might have 3 to 5 hardness, pretty hard to get through, and otherwise quite difficult. A stone maybe has 10. You've got steel, which has 15, so on and so forth. Anyway. The $100 secret menu item will be to provide this person with a special rune that will allow them to ignore a certain threshold of hardness depending on their level. So as they level up as a character, they will inevitably be able to ignore pretty much up to but not including adamantine as the hardness of particular objects go. So that is our $100 secret menu item. So there you go. Cool. We're done. We have the things. Now, normally, I would say this is where we continue our adventure, but we are not continuing our adventure. We are, in fact...
You've had donations come in.
Oh, I've had donations. Right. Sorry, it's been a while. Donations.
And your overlays out to date as well, because you're not updated it.
I did, didn't I?
No.
What haven't I updated?
The Nat 20 hero point jinx that you had from
oh, right.
while you were away.
Oh, yeah, while I was away. Of course, that makes sense. Okay, so let's start with the donations. Who gets what in terms of donations?
Right. So Christina's donated, was it a Nat 20 for yourself, Arsene, Bellatar, and Lashara, along with 2 jinx points.
Amazing.
Whoa.
And then if it makes anything easier, I can reel off what everyone should have.
Okay, yes. Okay, so hold on. So a jinx point, so 2 jinx points and a nat 20 for me, nat 20 for Arsene, and a nat 20 for Bilratar. Thank you so much, Christina, you bloody legend.
And Lashara.
And Lashara. Look at that. Done.
Yay. Thank you.
Do
Okay.
you want to know where everyone sits?
Yes. Tell me what everyone sits.
Okay. So Lashara should only have 2 hero points.
Lashara. There we go. Boop. Done.
Bill has
like
1 hero point.
Done.
Aelith needs a 2nd.
Done.
And that is it.
Okay, and everything else is
correct.
on. Everything else is correct.
Yep.
All right, spectacular. Any other donations we have lined up?
Wandering NPC.
Ah,
Which
we have
is-
a wandering NPC. Yes, I see it in
Yep.
chat here. Okay. Yes, we can absolutely do that. From Votaria, we can absolutely do that. I will say this, because we're doing the flashback first, please be patient with it. We will try to get into that today, but I have no control over how long the flashback's going to be. If it doesn't happen today, it will happen next week, I promise. Okay? All right. As for today's session, as I'd like to say, we normally would go and continue where we had previously left off. However, that is not the case for today, as we are being joined by our dear friend Nick. Welcome back. It is also wonderful to see you here. I hope that all of your studies and your exams have gone well. But we left Elink in a rather unfortunate situation, and we need to resolve what fate befell poor Elink. So instead of finding ourselves in the lands of Castrovel, we instead find ourselves back to the Shadow Plane, a realm wreathed and shrouded in darkness, perpetual night that clings to these twisted and gnarled tree branches. Deep within, we find Kaneepo's court, a place that is like a gnarled nail festering as a wound in the heart of the Nighthold. A throne sits, encased in amber, and at its center, none other than Elink. Now, the TLDR here is originally a creature known as Kaneepo the Slim, held power here in its special throne, trapped by the elves who had imprisoned him so long ago to prevent him from spreading chaos, death, and evil wherever he may reign. This tree served as not only his seat of power, but also the prison that keeps him. But he had a prophecy, a foretelling of several heroes who would arrive and offer him a chance of freedom. By relinquishing his power to another, he would be able to undo the bindings that held him in place. Well, one such individual succumbed to the temptation, taking the power from the creature for their own. Elink chose to sit in the seat of Kaneepo. But in doing so, another entity that was ensnared in this machinations encased Elink in a prism of amber. A dragon of fortune who had been tortured by Kaneepo. However, the group's efforts saw Kaneepo slain, and the dragon wanted its pound of flesh. After achieving a series of challenges, the group managed to appease the dragon enough that it chose to spare Elink, but left a dire warning that the power of the Slim was not to be trusted, and that should Elink fall in the same ways as Kaneepo, the Fortune Dragon would be back, and it would not make the same mistake it made with Kaneepo again. Before disappearing, leaving our heroes before the large throne, the melting amber, and the now conscious Elink, who is freed from their bindings.
As the amber begins melting away, it's, like a bit rosiny. It's not entirely clear. You can just sort of see the shadow of Elink. And so it's like slowly coming down, and basically all the shades of Elink's clothes have also just turned into a more muted gray, including like Elink's own skin. They've just sort of become sort of a grayer version of themselves, seemingly happened sometime while encased in amber. And I sort of catch my breath. Oh, is the Slim dead?
Before you can answer, you are immediately accosted by a hug from both a poppet and an eidolon child.
Oh, Viv,
Oh, you're okay. You're okay. Hi.
I
As soon as you lay hands on Elink, you notice that there is no warmth in the hug. It is cold to the touch.
Like you're pretty cold. Do you want my coat?
don't feel cold.
Well, that's good. I'm just happy you're okay.
Thank you, Viv. I guess I wore the wrong wools today, because that is certainly like very scratchy against my skin. What happened?
Well, we had to challenge the fortune dragon that encased you, and somehow we convinced it to let you free.
Arsene regales the entire toil of the 6 weeks that took place.
With song.
Oh no.
Oh, in song.
Yeah.
Oh boy, it's a
Song
musical
for-
number.
Very well.
The,
Look,
the short end of
it's
it
best
is
to-
that
yeah.
we did kill Kaneepo, but are you really okay? You did take on the power of the Slim.
I feel. I expected to feel evil.
As you
Eviler.
As you turn your perceptions inwards, you actually don't feel anything. You feel no happiness. You feel no joy. You feel no sadness nor anger. In fact, you think to yourself, very briefly, I thought I'd be eviler. And as a pure thought exercise, you think to yourself what it would be like to peel off one of your teammates' skin, roll it in salt, and then reapply it to their person. And the thought doesn't actually dissuade you. It actually feels more like it feels like a child looking at an anthill. A macabre, almost innocent feeling of, there's nothing wrong with this. This notion doesn't seem wrong or immoral or unethical. Seems like it's almost your right to be able to do such things.
I look, like while I'm having this thought, I look like Lashara up and down, clearly as the intended target I'm thinking about. I expected to feel eviler. Really, any change, anything.
Well,
Wait, you
everyone's
thought
not
you were
gonna
going to
be
become evil?
One at a time, please.
Sorry.
I genuinely didn't catch that, so. What do we say?
I said, Arsene said, wait, you were expecting to turn evil?
I mean, I was expecting to feel something, right? You know, touch the freaky gem, get the powers that clearly were not good, right? And yet, I don't feel anything.
You're not worried about what this may do to you?
I don't think there's anything to worry about. I'm not worried.
Well,
I see.
sometimes in stories, if a hero makes a noble enough sacrifice, then whatever bad thing was gonna happen to them won't happen to them. So maybe you're just too much of a hero that you're gonna be okay now. I think your color's gonna come back eventually.
Huh.
What about
I joined you
the
to.
Pathfinder Society? Do you still want to join that?
I joined you to join them.
As
And
you
is that still your goal?
And yet,
as you as you contemplate the Pathfinder Society, the goals that you had, you actually don't remember why you wanted to join the society in the first place. You remember that you did want that, but the reason, that core motivation, seems to be like sand being nailed to a wall. It just seems to fall away from your thoughts as you try to cling on to them.
I did. And now I suppose I meet the description of hero. That's why I joined you. And yet, why do I need their approval? I don't need anything from them at all. I think once you become an actual hero, you realize it's such a obtuse concept. Heroes aren't only those who are labeled heroes by the said Pathfinder Society.
Lushara is going to
No, I
start
think I'm done with them.
moving away slowly toward Aelith. She's like, I don't like this.
Well, Alec, if I think that's a good thing of self-confidence, I think. So maybe now that there's room for a new dream, we can think of something, yeah? We can do anything.
What's this we? I did it. I took the sacrifice. I became the hero. I don't need your help doing anything else. I can do it all on my own.
As Elink and their words begin to spread, you watch as the interior of the throne room begins to grow these very thorny vines that sort of start creeping around the exits, around the floor, from the ceiling. It's not like quick to like sort of ensnare you or anything like that. It's more like it's more almost like nails growing at a very, very quick rate. You know what I mean? Like just this slow but faster than it should be moving.
Well, isn't it better to do things with friends?
No, a hero's life has slim room for friends.
It sounds like you got what you want, and
That's a good joke, Alec. We really should. We should go. We don't have to stay here, right?
There's much that I have to do here still. You're free to leave anytime you want. I have a room to redecorate.
sounds like they're not interested anymore. Come on, let's go.
Lushara is going to lean to Aelith and say, I think we better get out of here sooner rather than later.
Y'all don't need to tell me twice. Oh, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here before he decides to lose his goddamn mind.
Yeah. Well, Elink, it has been lovely traveling with you. I hope you find everything that you need here. We'll continue our path.
Lushara, if
just
you ever desire, swing by. I have something.
Thank you. I appreciate the invitation. She's just gonna keep backing away. Like, I don't know what you want to give, but I'm freaked out.
Come on,
Bill
Viv.
for
We
Bill
need to
for
go.
his part isn't really saying much, but if you were careful while Olaf was on, you probably have noticed his hand was on a dagger behind his back, just in case. As he's now effectively just looking at Elink, more thinking of some comrades that almost got the hero complex in battle. They realizes he probably can't convince them otherwise as soon as they're in that mind frame. It's just a pitying gaze as he walks backwards just to keep Elink in eyesight until he's at the door.
Elink totally like turns her back on everybody else, is just like looking at the walls and the ceiling, is holding their hands up being like, yes. Like you almost don't exist. And as you like back out of the doorway, you hear, and with a like significant tonal modulation, there's something familiar about it. You hear Elink's voice. All of you do. Viv, wait.
Yeah.
Like Elink's turned around. There's something in Elink's eyes, and then just it sort of like maps out. I can't remember. Unimportant.
Well, do you remember what we do to nightmares? Well,
I have no
I
nightmares.
remember that.
Could we say that like Elink probably now has some control over the tower or the tree, and can just
yeah.
like bring
Yeah.
their hands forward and the doors shut?
All right. The vines wrap around the handle where the door would be, and they begin to shut. The vines growing and interlacing a lattice of thorns.
Mm-hmm.
That was genuinely hard, by the way. Like, I feel so bad.
No, you did amazing. You did
You
amazing.
did awesome.
You did great job.
Very
Yep.
creepy.
Is
Elink.
is Lako still in the room?
Is what, sorry?
Is Lako still in the room?
Lako?
Shadow.
No, I'd say that
Shadow.
I'd say that she definitely would have left by this point.
Okay, got it. I was just gonna ask her to keep an eye on Elink, but if she's gone, then yeah, she's gone.
Heroes aren't supposed to die when the story's just beginning.
He has a
Come
new
on,
story
Viv.
being made.
He's a
No,
hero.
Sorry.
Viv. That's not really Elink anymore.
Has to be.
Now listen, I don't know your friend from, bar soap here, but, back where I'm come from, we have a saying. Heroes are made by the path they choose, not the power they're graced with. And I'm graced with enough power to get the fuck out of here. So if y'all want to come with me, you're welcome to. Otherwise, y'all can sit here and question all this until the cows come home, okay?
That is very heroic.
I'm a fucking
We'll-
head that way.
Come on. Yeah, come on, Viv. We'll talk about it as we go, but we need to leave now.
We can always come back if we need to. We have a key now.
It's not.
Maybe
safe
if we
to
come
be here
back,
right now.
and maybe if we come back, maybe the splash of color is what it really needs. You just look around, because obviously it's all effectively grayscale in here.
Let's talk about this elsewhere, not where we can be heard. But Elink needs to do their own thing now.
And
Shar
I
is
think as we
very
leave-
agitated and is like, "Yep, let's go. Well, let's go."
Yeah.
All right.
I think Arseni's going to try and keep things joyful in this sorrowful time, and he will be playing, his violin as we leave, with an with his own little accompaniment to kind of keep more, more noise going. So as I use musical accompaniment.
Yeah, we're gonna follow
the ability.
Edge and D'Artagnan out of here.
Yes, it's the cantrip musical accompaniment. It basically just makes it sound like there's more instruments than there actually is. So it's like an illusion spell that makes it sound like there's a bunch of instruments playing, and then I'm also playing with my violin. So as we leave, just to kind of keep things more joyous as we're leaving in this sorrowful space.
Okay. As you guys leave your friend to the dark fate that now ensnares them, you do so to the sounds of let's see.
Like obviously it's not like too joyous of an occasion, but it's like at the same time, Arsene just
Go on, Neil. Explain to me how joyous
I
you want
don't
this
know.
to be. Yeah, you
I'm sorry,
realize
just-
no. I understand what you're doing. I just think the method in which you're using it,
Yeah.
we have a saying here down in the south. We call it the touch of the tisms. Okay, now this is definitely something here that's got a touch of the tisms. Okay, now we understand you're trying to give everyone the like the good feels and the good vibe, but that ain't how you go about it, son. That you just don't go to a funeral and start playing Elephant Walk. Like that's just not how you're done down here. Okay. Yes, I mean you get a few people laughing, right? But it kills
Who
the
taught
vibe.
you touch of the tism?
Yeah.
Who taught you
sorry.
that?
Who taught me that? I don't know. People. It's just, anyway, listen. So anyway,
Great scene, by the way, Nick. You did wonderful.
you did great. I'm really glad that we sent that out. Okay, but we now say farewell to Elink. I just wipe out Nick from the screen. Just that's it. Yeah. Cool. Good job. I'd give you a hero point, but you've got them. You're full up already. So I mean,
I'm not.
I'll tell you what. With the new character we've been working on, you can maintain all of your hero points and stuff. I'll be very gracious that way and give them all to you.
Thank you.
Because I was totally not going to do that before. Anyway, we now return away from our flashback. Now having learnt the fate of poor Elink. Jesus, where did we leave off? Were we fighting the giant dinosaur?
No,
we'd seen it.
Lushara
No.
It
is
ripped
sitting on
something
top
up.
of
Yeah.
Magnus, on top of a rock, watch the dinosaur rip another one in half, and she's about to be like, let's get the hell out of here.
That's right.
where
That's
we
right.
left
We had
off.
the scene from Jurassic Park where you had the Gallimimus running through.
Mhm.
Honestly, it was a direct ripoff, and I am not ashamed. That was an awesome scene, and I love it to bits. Okay, so as our heroes, well, actually, you know what? Let's do a bit of a recap also for Nick for what happened at this point. Hedge, the southern fairy hedgehog person, led you to the Aodara that is in this place and told you that with the key, you can use the Aodara in order to go somewhere else. You can't attune to where specifically you will go, but you will end up somewhere at the very least. Taking your chances anywhere but the Shadow Realm, our heroes jumped into the gates that they found themselves next to and emerged in a jungle environment. This place looked bizarre and strange, very alien, in fact, because it was an alien planet. Second planet from the star that Galarian circles is the planet of Castrovel, a jungle temperate climate that is quite beautiful, to say the least, but also an ancient and powerful history remains between this alien planet and the elves of Galarian. Many rumors persist that the elves once, long ago, during the events of Starfall, fled to another planet in order to avoid the catastrophe that was ensuing upon the planet of Galarian. Maybe there are truths to this rumor, but they are to be found as our heroes explore this newfound terrain. After seeing all manner of bizarre creature, a monkey that can fire harpoons from its tail, a giant pink pteranodon that flew above the canopies, and many more of these strange, almost headless, bipedal dinosaur creatures that have the ability to alter gravity in their vicinity. Our heroes are making their way towards what look to be a series of gondola that are chain ganging their way through the sky aboard these rails of light between what looks to be a city built into the side of a mountain, and the mountainside that our heroes happen to be on. After dealing with all manner of the native wildlife, including these strange snake-headed possum-like creatures that had these toxic gas pustules that exploded on impact, our heroes now find themselves hiding and concealing themselves from what seems to be a great and powerful beast that has emerged from the tree line, pursuing food as our heroes hide from a giant pink monstrosity, which I did not prepare properly, which I should. Just give me 2 shakes. There we go. Uno más, por favor. Nope, it's just gonna take its time. Sure. There we go.
Can't rush alien there. Exactly. No one's rushing. that.
Alien greatness.
Man.
Okay, there we go. A giant, massive purple alien with what looks to be these razor-sharp talons on its front, multiple eyes on either side of its head, roars terrifyingly in front of our heroes. Maybe. Perfect. All right. As our heroes have taken cover behind a large boulder, with Magnus and Lashara atop this rock, the creature thus far has not yet noticed our heroes. So long as they remain quiet and still, they might get away from this being without being noticed. It, however, has stopped to enjoy its fresh kill. Heroes, our scene is yours.
Shara's gonna crouch really low, clinging to Magnus, and be like, "There's a really big monster out here."
Magnus growls low.
Yeah, she's just clinging to him with dear life. Like, okay, let's see, can we get down off the rock without being noticed?
You may make a stealth check if you would like.
Yeah, let's see if we can.
Could Bill assist by putting his hands up to effectively footholds as she slips down the side beside us?
What is your rank in stealth?
Bill's rank in stealth. What?
Oh no, my stealth is not that great. Okay.
Untrained. It was more.
You offer next to no help.
All right. Okay. So should I roll one for me and Magnus? Or just one of us?
You would technically need to be both.
Okay. Yep, no problem. All right, we're gonna do Magnus first because he's stealthier than me.
The dinosaur at the moment?
Yeah.
Nope, not
well, I
that
mean,
great.
no. Actually, those of you who are behind the rock have technically not seen it, but you can definitely hear it for sure.
Oh,
Magnus is
no.
much better at this than I am.
Oh,
Oh no, I think I
And
have a
I-
hero point, right? Can I
You
use
do?
a hero
You do.
point to reroll mine?
Yeah.
Can I
You may.
ask how something works, Dad?
Thank you.
Yes, you may. What would you like to ask?
Well, I have
Okay,
a
that's a
spell
little
called
better.
Figment that basically is used to create a diversion, either vision or sound. I don't know how to check if you need to be like within sight or if it can just be in our general not direction. There's a sound I create.
You have to be able to have a line of sight to be able to
Mhm.
target a specific spot.
Okay. So if it was just random, it would probably just be where we were, unfortunately.
You can create it in the air. You can create it off to the side. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you can. There's lots of options for you here.
Yeah, and so they don't have a specific spot because they kind of are very much still crouching behind this boulder for dear life, but just in our opposite direction, off to the side somewhere, is just gonna try to create it's just gonna cast Figment to create like this illusory sound of birds flying out of a bush somewhere. Just the cawing of random weird alien birds that they don't know if it's what birds sound like here, but they're just making it up. Just like alien bird, go.
Okay. Make a deception roll as you attempt to deceive the giant
Ooh.
dinosaur from its meal.
I think, let's see, it says gaining a +2 circumstance bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Oh, I'm so good at lying. 1 second. I'm so good at lying.
Damn.
Made to lie to
Yes.
people. That's my
Okay.
whole point in life.
All right. Now, with that in mind, and the reroll that was made by Lashard for a 13, I'm going to say that whatever they got for their checks will be one step higher in terms of success for whatever the roll happens to be. In this particular case, it is a perception of 14. So let's see what he gets with his +14 to perception.
Oh,
Oh,
That sounds about right. So with a critical success, a critical success is lowered to a regular
no.
success.
They don't know we're here.
No, they don't. But they are very aware
Lashara.
they're very aware of Lashara trying to move. Lashara, as you do intend and you do try to move here, the creature looks at you with its multitude of eyes. It starts to snarl. It drops the creature it was chewing on. What is your next move?
Okay. Let's see. What can I do? Yeah. She's gonna panic.
Okay.
Panic.
And
Not even panic. You're gonna
how
panic.
far are we from? Currently, how far are we from the T-Rex here?
I'd say you're about 60 foot away.
Okay, that's not gonna work. She was gonna try that. That's too, yeah. Oh boy, nope. She doesn't wanna. No, don't wanna hurt it. She's gonna panic and she's gonna tell Magnus to run and she's just gonna cling onto the back of him and she's gonna be like, let's just run. Yeah.
All right, let's get everyone to roll initiative.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, don't have to roll this
Not
time.
fighting this thing.
All right. Now we should be able to go back to our tracker, which will do all the rolls for me. Yay!
Yay!
All right. Okay. Well, I do need to roll for him first, though. So let's see, because I don't have the
There's combat track.
character sheet for him. So he gets a 26, which means he is going first.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's a big old fast dinosaur, yeah.
He is a big old fast dinosaur.
Yeah.
All right. Once again, he roars in your direction as he comes charging towards you.
Oh no. No, no, no.
I'm not fighting this. I'm running. When it's my turn, I'm running.
Okay. Let's see. As he does so, sorry, 1 second. Okay. As he charges towards you, he is going to raise one of his large talons and attempt to slice at you. I need you and Magnus to make a reflex save.
Can I? Oh, never mind. It's reflex,
Right.
not AC.
Reflex.
I was gonna try to help with Ginny's veil, but
Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. Nope. Why can't I grab that? Must be on the wrong screen. Nah, there it is. Wrong screen. Okay, there's mine. So Char and Magnus. Come on, Magnus. 19 and 20 for us.
Okay, a 19 will not make it, but a 20 will.
No.
No.
Oh no.
You do have 2 more hit points.
Yeah, let me use one for Magnus.
this one.
All
Yeah,
right.
it's my last one, but that's okay. Come on, Magnus, you can do it. No, Magnus,
Ooh.
no.
Oh no.
Well, don't forget, it is at advantage, so you do take the higher one, but that is still not going to help you.
I don't want him to get hit by that. I think that's going to kill him. He's a big guy. Okay. Can I burn my nat 20 to save Magnus here?
You may indeed, if you would like.
Yes, we would like to get the heck out.
Okay. Well, Magnus gets a critical success and will take no damage. As you have managed to dodge, you only take superfluous damage as the claw of the Nissalora swipes across and deals... let's see.
Okay.
Oh, it's not that. Let's see. It is...
That's not too bad.
12 plus 9, 21 sonic damage.
Ow.
So yeah, it basically slices through, but you take half of that. So 21 is then reduced to 10. So you've only taken 10 points of damage as as it cuts down. Now, not only does it cut down through Cookie, thank you, you bloody legend, you. Cookiemon has restored Lushara's nat 20 and hero points.
Thank you, Cookie
Nice.
Cookie coming in freaking like a bloody legend. All right, but the boulder you are on, literally you look and you watch as the blade of its talon slices through it. It is vibrating at such a high frequency, it creates a perfectly flat, perfectly smooth to the nanomillimeter smooth edge, and the whole top of the boulder just slides off this almost glass-like edge that it is now created in the top of that pillar. So move twice and slice are its 3 actions. As it lets loose another terrifying roar, Viv. Oh, actually, no, that's not you. That is the other. That's the Eidolon. So I'm gonna move you down. It's actually Lushara.
Great, because Lushara is just going to use all of her actions to run.
Okay.
That's it. She's just running to the tree line. She's just getting out of here. She does not want to fight that. She just watched us slice a boulder in half. She's out of here.
You run. As fast as your legs will carry you, Magnus drags and basically sprints. You continue heading in the direction that you originally wanted to. And yeah, you make it a fair way. You move 3 times, I imagine. So yeah. Andale.
Yeah. She's gone. She has a 35 movement speed, so she's just gone.
All right. Let's see. Next on our list is Elink is not here. Aelith.
I think we were hiding behind that pillar rock. Seeing this, Aelith is going to run right after Lashara. There's no way to fight this thing. So I'm using all of my actions, movements to get out of there.
Okay. Again, also moving at triple speed. Now, you are a little bit closer to the forest edge than Lashara was, so you'll actually get in there first. Now, I believe you have an ability to ignore undergrowth while you move. Is that correct, Aelith?
I believe so. Let me see.
Well, if
Is
so,
that under?
well, that's okay. We can search for it, but the more important bit is that at this point in time, you notice and can inform the others that the jungle undergrowth is difficult terrain.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I think once she gets to the forest area, then she'll stop and just wait for the others, just in case she needs to pull her bow to fight.
Sure, not a problem. Okay. Then we have following suit. One moment. There we go. We have Viv.
Okay. Wow. Does
Sorry,
it seem
your
like
elven
everyone
friends have abandoned you.
Yeah, does it seem like I'm getting the vibes that my 2 dwarven friends are going to be following suit very quickly, or do they look like they're about to stay and fight?
I said he looks terrified.
I mean, only you guys can tell, but yeah.
Yeah, you can tell Bill is almost lining up to push off the rock and charge in a similar direction to Aelith, but not obviously right behind her. To spread out.
Arsene looks terrified and looks like he's about to run.
All right, there you go.
Or I guess. Or no, she in this case. Yeah.
Okay, one of you take this and just tries to hand themselves to one of you.
I'd imagine Bill
Deactivates their Eidolon.
But
Alright, let's get it.
Bill tucks Poppet Viv under his arm, I guess.
Okay.
Let's get the heck out of here.
Yep. I'm glad that we gave the puppet to the fastest member of the group.
You say
I
that.
have just as equal speed as Bill right now.
No, you don't.
We
20.
gotta go.
Bill's faster.
Oh yeah, you're fat. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Barbarian, fast movement.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, all right. So that is what occurs. Arsini, you're up next.
Now knowing that Billiard's a lot faster, I'm gonna be probably the one farthest behind. I cast invisibility.
Okay. You cast invisibility. Done.
And then I head, and then I head towards the Shara and Aelith as well.
All right,
With my little.
Okay, you do not get very far at all because you can only move 20
Yeah.
foot. All right,
But I'm
Bilrata.
Yeah. So on the initiative roll, the adrenaline would have kicked in for Bill.
Mm-hmm.
putting him to his free rage.
Sure, sure.
It's now with Viv under his hand. Bill has a 30-foot movement speed as pounding
Damn.
footfalls just echo. Not to the same tree Aelith is going, but maybe like 3 trees further away. Just so if this thing charges, it won't trample both of us. You
Okay.
have to make a choice.
Sure, sure, sure.
But yeah, 3 movements effectively, 90 feet or into the hard growth, and then starts tripping effectively.
All right, done and done. This brings us to the top of the round, I think, which is back to the dinosaur. Seeing everyone running in directions, you watch as all 8 of its eyes start to like dart and doesn't seem to lose track of anyone. More specifically, it seems to look directly at Arsini, who hasn't moved too far.
But I'm invisible.
Yeah, you
Oh
are.
god, it has. God damn it.
Yeah.
Well, frig.
What do those special eyes see, Dag?
Well, for example, it actually has a telepathic sense and can
God damn
actually.
it.
Oh, no.
And unfortunately, now that you are no longer undead, your brainwaves are very easy to detect. And you're actually close enough that it can still reach you.
Oh, no.
So it raises its claw, and as it does so, it looks like it is about to slice you in half. It's just going to make an attack here with a...
I'm going to cast Genie's Veil to help give me concealment. Well, I've already got a concealment, so never mind.
Sure.
I keep forgetting them invisible. but
Okay.
I don't know if this helps.
So it will indeed pass the concealment.
It will pass the concealment. Okay, then I will do Genie's Veil to give me actual concealment.
Okay,
Oh.
it will pass through your Genie Veil concealment.
Dang it.
And get a 35 to hit.
Well, of course that hits.
What's your AC?
16.
That is a double crit. No, it's
I was summoner.
yeah. So that is a critical hit. However, as it looks like it is
A
about
double
to
crit.
as it is about to slice you in twain, a figure seems to emerge from beyond the brambles, brandishing what looks to be a large tree stump. A rocky, stony-like being holds up what looks to be a tree log, and as the creature, as its talon goes into it, it twists the tree log to the side so that the claw is almost forced to move in tandem with it and slices, narrowly missing. It does not like this creature. It looks to it and roars, attempting to intimidate it. The creature roars backwards and cracks its stone knuckles. The talon, with its final attack, is going to go and try to strike again.
I think I'm no longer invisible since I had used Genie's Veil.
That's okay. It's not striking you. As it goes to strike the creature is hit, and you watch as it takes 36 points of damage as the talon slices through one of its arms. I'd probably say the critical effect here is one of the arms does indeed sort of fall off. But as it falls, it doesn't sort of like bleed or anything like that. It's almost as if the rubble and stone just sort of crumple back into being regular stones. The creature, who gets the other turn that he gets, is going to use its own fast healing ability and start peeling bits of the stone back to reconstitute one of its hands. It won't be able to fully restore it in this round, but with its other hand, it's going to try and uppercut the giant creature. It does so with quite a good hit. For 15 points of damage, as you hear this cracking sound as stone hits against its jaw, knocking it backwards. All right. whatever this creature is, it seems to have interposed itself between Arsini and the dinosaur. Now, the dinosaur is a huge creature, whereas this person is a large medium, if that makes sense. It means he's a small large or a large medium. It's like about 8 foot tall.
A small, medium, at large.
Yeah, small, medium, at large. Exactly. So, Lashara, you're up next.
Okay,
Okay.
seeing this.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
Shara's gonna keep going in to the forest line to see if she can obscure her vision. She does have feather step.
Yep, not a problem.
Nice.
So that allows her to step into difficult terrain. She'll use one action to run in there to hide, and then take a moment to look at everybody.
Mm-hmm.
To see if, now that she's a little bit like calmer, a little. Okay, sees that Arsini is still out there. But we're pretty far from the dinosaur now, aren't we? I don't think I have anything I can do at range.
Also, by the way, I'm not sure if Nick saw the message on Discord. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's fine.
She's going to. She can't do anything for Arsini unless she goes back out there. She does not want to go back out there. She's going to look for Aelith
Okay.
and try to reconnect with Aelith in the forest.
Not a problem. Make a perception check as you look around. Because Bilratar, Aelith, and Lashara have gone in different directions. Viv is with Bilratar currently. Easy. You
That's a
spot
23.
Yeah, you pretty much spot everyone except Arsini.
Okay, I'm going to veer and then reconnect with Aelith, and don't want to call out to Bill. I don't want to call. I don't want to catch this monster's attention.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm gonna reconnect with Aelith and be like, "Where's Viv in our city?"
The last I don't know.
Yeah, at least they're honest.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
think I'm
I-
invisible
I-
anymore.
Oh, yeah.
You're invisible.
I can't see.
Yeah,
Well, I
we
thought
just.
I no longer was since I used Genie's Veil.
That's
try
not an
and not-
attack. It's not a hostile action.
Oh, okay. Then cool. I'm still invisible.
Um,
I
Okay.
did not know that.
I guess whatever actions I have left, I'll hold to run when the dinosaur comes our way.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm too far away to use any of my abilities. So
All right. Next on our list is Aelith.
Aelith will draw her bow, watching, because haven't seen where anybody's going, and she's just going to hold an action if the dinosaur creature thing starts heading their way, or if she sees this other creature needing more help attacking, then she'll fire.
Okay, so you're running
Yes.
an action to assist if the dinosaur manages to try and break away from this creature and attack everyone.
Yes.
Okay. You do have a third action, which I'm happy to say you're going to use for Hunter's Mark on the giant T-Rex thing, because that way you don't need to do it later.
Okay. Yes.
Perfect. Okay. This is not like any other creature you've ever hunted before. Its weaknesses, its vulnerabilities, they're all quite alien, but there are some things that just the way it's moving, just the way it behaves, that are in common. One of the things you know is shooting its eyes is probably not going to be a good idea because it has 7 more. So, but things like shooting its flank, kind of estimating roughly where you think its heart is, your hunter's mark is giving you a lot of information there. As we then go to Viv, who is currently being held by Bilratar.
Yeah, the vision's quite wobbly as this surprisingly fast dwarf is just gunning it towards the tree line, so they're not able to see too much.
Mhm.
But just imagining at some point Bill is going to stop running, so they're just gonna hold their action for now. That if at any point the dinosaur re-enters a range of 60 feet and they can see it, they'll cast Daze on it.
It is within 60 foot currently.
Oh, okay. Through the very wobbly site, we'll then just try to cast Daze on it as they are being carted off into the distance.
All right, now is that a ranged attack, or do I need to make a save?
It is a will save. I will drop it on you.
You know you won't, because I don't have a thing. But I
fair.
have a +10. So let's have a look.
Sounds good.
Because I'm basically converting from Starfinder First Edition. Okay,
Ooh.
27 on its will save. Not bad.
Very nice. That will definitely pass.
To clarify, by the way, this thing is a CR6.
That'll do it. Let's see. Oh, the DC. Okay, so it's not a critical success, so I think it takes half of the damage. Wow. Well,
Well, you gain its attention as it takes 1 point of damage.
doesn't know it was me. It just knows that something happened.
Okay, it thinks it's Bilratar. There you go.
Thanks, great, thanks, love it.
All right. Arsini, you're up next.
I don't know if I can actually get away from this. If I'm not even like my 3-turn speed move is 60, which is probably what it can move in one go. And apparently somehow it can see me, so I'm just gonna end the invisibility.
Okay.
And be like, guys, I can't run away from this thing. And I'm going to attempt to help out the stone guy, and I'm going to cast Befuddle on the T-Rex.
Okay, another will save. As he
It
rolls
rolled
a
a natural
natural 1.
Wow.
But I'll use a jinx point on that.
Oh.
All right.
The DC 17.
Oh, fails with a
Oh!
16. All right. At least he didn't fumble. So yeah. Okay.
I believe it's just the crit, or the failure is Clumsy 2 and Stupefied 2.
Clumsy 2, Stupefied 2. Done and done. I will add Clumsy and Stupefied. All right.
And then I will just get, as my last action, just get behind the rock giant that's next to me, or whatever the heck this thing is.
You are already there.
Okay. I guess I'll just move 20 away. As close as I can to the group.
All right.
As I keep trying to help this guy.
Not a problem. Sorry, I just need to find Stupefy and Clumsy. There we go. Sweet. Okay. All right. As Arsini befuddles the creature, Bilratar, with Viv in hand, you see the flare of magic firing at its side as it's dazed momentarily, followed by another series of flashing lights from Arsini that confuses it. What do you do next?
Yeah. So Bill, realizing that getting into close range with this thing is not ideal, which is obviously where his specialty is, he'll, now that he's in a bit of the forest, he knows that Aelith was obviously originally to one side, so he'll bank around a little bit for one action. So a 30 foot bank. Second action, seeing that Viv was still actively seeing this thing, being able to, he's just going to put Viv up as high as he can in one hand, so she's got a better view of everyone, which hopefully means that she can spot everyone, and everyone can maybe see her above any brush. And then for the last action, just in case, he's just going to take out his clan dagger. In case he does get swallowed, at least he can stab the inside of the mouth.
Okay.
Yeah, Viv is essentially like the little looking glass on a submarine at the moment.
Yeah, you're basically being Bill's periscope.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that'll be effectively all of Bill's actions this round.
Done and done. Which brings us to the top of the round and the two titans that are going for one another. All right. The T-Rex is clumsy and stupefied. It is also dazed. It is unhappy about all of these. Actually, did you give him the dazed condition, or did you just deal damage?
I didn't deal
Not
damage.
you.
It's just
Not you.
Oh, sorry.
Given that you weren't the one that cast daze, Neil.
I know. I'm sorry. I didn't realize.
Yes, I would have
Yeah,
done
there
a singular point of damage, I believe.
No, but
Yeah.
did you give him the dazed condition or anything else?
No, that's it would have been stunned, and that would have been on a critical fail.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to check that. Okay. So, it is going to open its jaws and roar, but as it does so, something happens. It doesn't create a giant tyrannosaur roar that you would expect, but a high-pitched, whining, yelling sound that begins to vibrate everything within a 60-foot cone.
Ooh.
I need a reflex save. Actually, no, not 60 foot. What am I saying? 30-foot cone. And I need a reflex save from everyone. It's not a hard one. The reflex save is 17.
I was going to say, even those of us that are deep into the woods.
Yeah,
Yes.
I thought Lushar and Aelith were.
Oh, sorry, those
more than 30 feet.
Yeah, sorry, no, Bilrata, I think you and Viv would be a little bit out because you ran deeper into the woods.
Yeah.
But everyone else should still be within range. All right. Yeah, both of you look fine. Arsini, I need you.
I did.
Did you? Oh, who am I missing?
Lashara.
Lashara is the only one, yeah. And Magnus.
Oh, god dang it. Okay. All right. Reflex save. That's mine. Oof. And Magnus. Okay, Magnus did great.
All right. So, Aelith, you ignore all of the damage. Lashara, you take full damage, and everyone else takes half. So, that is... Oh, God. Crap. That surely
Did
can't
you
be
just
it.
kill my kitty?
I don't know. Does 8 points of damage kill your cat?
No.
Then no, I didn't kill your kid.
Okay.
Okay.
I saw the 24. I don't know. It freaked me
It's
out.
fine. Okay. Okay, so that is 8 points of damage to not only you, but all of your equipment as well.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's the big thing about this thing, is it destroys and wrecks things. So as it roars and unleashes this torrent of sonic energy, items begin to break and crack over your person. The noise causes your ears to bleed. Those of you, so it's just, I think, Lashara who failed. Lashara, you are also deafened from this effect.
Okay. And then
if you save, you
Aelith and
take the
Magnus
full
took.
damage too.
If you save, you
yeah,
take the
is
full
it-
damage, but you are not deafened.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Got it.
All
Let me
right.
see what I can break.
The creature, however, the stone creature, starts to crack and break. It is going to try and return the favor with 3 powerful attacks. The first one will hit. The second one will hit.
Thank you for this dude, Vortaria.
The third attack will not. Okay, so let's see how he goes. Oops. All right, as he punches and does 50 points of damage with 2 hits, the dinosaur looks like it's gonna pull back. The meal is not worth this, and it already has a kill. So at this point, it will turn around and retreat, grabbing hold of the bipedal creature as it heads off. The stone creature breathes heavily. The battle obviously having taken its toll as well. You can see bits of the stone are cracked. But once the dinosaur leaves, there is a calm.
Ugh.
Not that one. Let's go with... There we go. That's good. All right. The creature now turns to our group.
Thank you. You
But Bell's just, Bev, what's happening?
It's leaving! It's leaving! The rock dude's okay-ish? I think you two will be friends.
I just say thank you. You saved my life. Oh,
It looks at you curiously, but doesn't
right.
seem to say anything.
Do I? That's technically
This
not
character
what
doesn't have the
to that.
demon tongue. Sorry, Neil.
No, I know. I'm trying to see if I have anything that might help it. It's not undead, so that won't work. Yeah, I don't have anything that can help.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this guy. I was like, this guy's on our side. I think. He's not killing me. Ow.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Arseni, maybe get out of the open field with the dinosaur-looking thing?
Oh, yes. I will run to the group, and as I do, I kind of just wave back to the stone giant thing, and I just say, "Bye-bye. Thanks again."
All right,
I'll run
you
back to
run
the
away from the
retirement.
giant. At this point in time, the giant looks at you and goes to go about its business. When, suddenly, Nick, your character has been watching this whole time, waiting for the opportune moment. This large, lumbering object, this moving, living weapon that looks like a mountain. It just fought the giant bite monster and some longshanks that look like longshanks from your home, actually. Seem to have been talking to it before leaving. You figured it out. You know what this is about. This is a longshank weapon! Something they think is far superior to the weapons of your people.
No.
And something you need to prove is a whole load of horse shit, which means a lot in goblin culture. All right, the scene is yours.
gosh. Here's an easy one. Marco! Clearly, these are not from Galarian. Marco!
Who are you?
You hear
You're
this?
you gain the attention of the giant who looks in your direction. The giant stone creature.
Well, I've seen him before.
Hmm. You have seen him before.
I'm trying to get the attention of the other ones because clearly, well, they could be from, well, they could speak the same language as me. I'm hoping they do. So one more time,
Can we hear him?
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, do we hear him?
I'm gonna yell out,
He's yelling, so yeah.
Marco.
Apollo!
Alright, great. Yeah. All what?
It's a whole thing. Don't worry about it.
No, I got you. I was just confused about the voice that I understood.
The giant starts to make its way towards where the noise came from.
Oh, goodbye.
Bye-bye, thank you.
I'm like, no, don't want that. And I'm gonna, try and loop around from the giant to get in front of these guys.
You assess the giant. The giant looks like it's brittle. It's breaking at the seams after the fight with the T-Rex. Also, in terms of your clan stuff, it's a weapon.
Yeah, okay. I reassess. Coming closer and clearly seeing that this is one such weapon that I can hopefully challenge to a duel and then beat, I will gain some more honor. So Squee pulls out their trusty flail. It's really just like a block of wood with some spikes in it on a chain. It is absolutely atrocious. Some of the spikes are pointing out, and some are just like blunt ends, pointing out as well. It's not been done very well. They're like railroad spikes. And is swinging it above Squee's head. And as Squee rushes at the giant creature, I scream in goblin speech, Marco, which does mean I challenge thee.
Okay. The giant still says nothing as it crouches ever closer. It's gonna hit you.
Let's hit it back.
Okay. We'll try to hit you.
We dies before you gets introduced.
I mean, I did kind of set it up so you could ambush it.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, it gets a 30 to hit.
Okay. Look, that's absolutely going to be a hit.
Okay.
Whoa.
That is 32 points of damage.
Only 32 points of damage. All right. I'm still up. I haven't quite figured out my everythings yet.
No, that's fine. Let's go with roughly the Bilratar stats here. So that would be, if you were Bilratar, you have 58 hit points and you have an AC of 19 roughly.
Right.
Unfortunately, that does also constitute a critical hit.
Okay.
So if you would like, you can use a because that would be a. Let's see. So that's another 18 points of damage on top of that. So that is 34. 50. You have 8 hit points remaining.
Jeez.
As this giant sort of sees you and swats you.
I mean, great. We're now in a fight.
You are.
I have confirmed that I have been hit, which I
have.
actually do need to start the fight. So,
Oh, okay.
look, I'm not going to re-roll that because I do still want it to hit me.
Sure, sure.
I need permission to fight it.
Sure.
I don't
You've
just
got
fight anyone.
permission granted.
But then, like, yeah, we're gonna go in with just like the biggest, like, swingy whoosh.
All right, make your attack as you swing to try and collide with this colossal stone creature. Ooh.
15. Bill,
Okay.
what's your 2 hit?
Bill's to hit is a +10. So going up for roll for
Excellent.
+10, which is a 25.
Yeah,
That will be a hit.
Outstanding.
With a flail, we're going to go with 2d8 plus 4 point for your damage, just as a rough thing for
Okay.
now.
1. Oh, you can double count.
Mm-hmm. So one more d8. Oh, there we go. We just used that one. That's cool.
3.
So that is 7 points of damage. That's your first hit as you slap it in the head. It reels backwards. You have 2 more actions.
Look, I know what I like to do, and it is slap things around.
That isn't going to hit. You do have a nat 20, though.
I will. Look, yeah, that's exactly what a nat 20's for. Let's do it.
All right. That is 4d8 plus 8 points of damage.
48.
And a crit card.
Well, that's looking pretty good. Well, I mean, we'll draw it, but you don't need it as you swing at it and you watch as its head basically turns to rubble. The whole body starts to fall to pieces, and you have emerged victorious.
Excellent. Does it have like any intact limbs that? Is it made of metal?
It's made of like of bits of stone,
Okay.
earth, and rock.
Does it have anything about it that looks potentially like I could jam it somewhere onto my weapon, and it would improve its ability?
Make a survival check. Why not? Let's see if you can harvest something from this creature.
So we just witnessed this golem just fall apart.
Yeah.
You killed him!
Look, let's say that's a +4.
Sure. All right,
I'll
with your
make sure I hit some fun.
Sure. With your survival check, you managed to find what looks to be a piece of power stone, looking like sort of stone.
Yes,
Done.
absolutely. Does it glow a little?
In the right light, yes, 100%.
Outstanding. That's going to be like a gem on my new thing. When I have a moment, I'm going to try and
Stick
put
it
it
on.
in my flail.
I love
And then, like, looking up, I hold my arms out, and I yell in common, "Good morning!"
You killed him! Why'd you do that?
Correction, I killed him.
You what?
We fought for honor.
We don't know who he was! He just saved us from a dinosaur and you killed him!
I didn't need to know what he wanted.
This is an odd interaction.
But you speak.
Wait, don't you? Yeah, I was gonna say, you understand us?
I understand you. You understand me.
Not really.
I mean, a little, but
Verbally, yes.
There's a part
you
in
just
my
killed the person who saved us.
there's a
Not
piece
really.
there's a piece of in my mind that is like taking me straight to like the Robinson Crusoe kind of thing, where where Squee's just gone a little batty being here all on his own. He's like, oh, I didn't realize. You don't mind that I killed you, do you, buddy? No, I don't mind at all.
It's
No, I'm
fabulous.
perfectly okay with it. Oh, I thought so. These people are a bit strange. Oh yeah, so strange.
And this,
Oh my gosh,
And-
I love that.
And
Squee's gone native.
and it's all happening across a clearing, yelling back and forth across the clearing with the dinosaur.
Yeah, across the clearing. No, the dinosaur's
Yeah.
gone. But yes, you are effectively
Oh.
yelling across the clearing here with the boulder that was sliced in half.
I'm just so excited to see people. I haven't been bothered to like run over yet. I'm just standing there, arms out, screeching with all of my might.
This is one scary goblin.
I don't know. Lushara can't hear a thing right now. She's like
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
rubbing her ears. She's like, there is blood coming from my ears.
Do you know where we are?
Unfortunately not. I just know we're not home.
Better than knowing.
And Lushara is yelling. She can't tell how she's like, Aelith, we probably shouldn't stay in this area with the dinosaurs. She has no concept
Lushara,
of how loud she's talking right now.
I do
I'm
I'm
going
this.
to
going to run
scream
it
at him.
over.
Okay.
Uh,
Cool. We'll talk. We gotta get out of this area.
walk and talk, yes.
Yes.
Are you gonna kill us too?
I have not challenged you yet.
I'd rather you didn't.
There, I cannot fight you if I do not have consent.
Wow, that's very progressive. Okay, they can come along.
All right, let's go.
Where did you come from?
You
Well,
begin
we
to-
just came.
You begin to ask questions as you make your way away from the clearing. Upon the way, the goblin individual introduces himself as Squee and has many questions to ask about your journey. Chief among them, you share how you got here for the most part, but the more interesting point comes from questions regarding a strange mark that whose Gatewalker mark is visible on their person.
It's on the
That's
back
right.
of the
Squee
neck.
absolutely has one. Like
I
middle
repeat.
of their forehead.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so anyone else besides Squee who has a visible tattoo mark?
Bell's, I said,
Probably-
was kind of on the back of his shoulder. So it
Presuming
might
you
just
are
be a-
presuming you are not wearing a shoulderless strap-on costume, that would be concealed. All right.
And Lushara's is on the back of her neck, so her hair is covering it at the moment.
Sure. All right.
Correct.
But you
Squee's got it
guys-
right here.
Yeah, but you guys would see the tattoo on the forehead of this goblin.
Okay. Oh, so you're like us.
We speak same language, yes.
Did you go through a gate too?
I've been through many gates. Yes.
The one that gave you that?
What?
Not on a mirror
sweetie.
this whole
Oh,
time.
sweetie. Oh, sweetheart. Oh, precious.
Is there something
Noticed
there?
it. Oh, do I have a mirror on me? You know what? Illusory
big
disguise makes me change into a humanoid, and goblins are technically they're goblinoids. So I don't actually know if I could turn myself to look like him.
It looks a bit like this. Viv is just gonna turn around
Yeah.
and show the one on the back of their neck.
All right.
You have a tattoo on the back of your neck that looks like my forehead.
Oh, well, not your forehead, but a mark on your forehead that you probably got by walking through a weird gate. Like it wasn't just a regular gate; it was a weird gate. You know,
I was
like.
through a pretty weird gate recently. Well,
Mm-hmm,
I mean, sometime this year-ish.
mm-hmm.
And I got a free tattoo. Wow. Bargain.
Does anyone have a mirror on them?
Does it look cool?
I mean, I think it looks neat. I didn't really see what it looked like until one of the others showed me, but I think it looks neat.
Ah, outstanding.
Okay. GM, Can I use illusory disguise to make myself look like a goblin?
Could you read out illusionary disguise?
You create an illusion that causes the target to appear as another creature of the same body shape. I'm guessing goblin would not, even though it's because I always thought goblinoid, not humanoid. So, within roughly similar height. Okay, so yeah, obviously, if he's pretty short, then yeah, because it's within 6 inches. Actually, no, because I'm a dwarf now. I'm
medium still.
Oh, they're medium still. Okay, so I guess wait, are goblins medium or are they small?
Small.
Oh, okay. And weight within 50 pounds. The disguise is typically good enough to hide their identity, but not to impersonate a specific individual. Okay.
Just transform into yourself with the thing on your forehead.
That's what I was thinking, yeah. I guess I would illusionary disguise the tattoo on my forehead and just say it looks exactly like this.
Oh gosh, they turned me into an elf, into a dwarf.
No,
No,
that's
I know what the tattoo. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, it
People
looks like
think
this.
goblins are always so stupid. Very easy to pull one over everyone's eyes.
People do make a lot of assumptions.
They really do.
So, do you have memory issues too then? Or do you know what happened when you went through the gate? Because we don't know what happened. We can't remember.
I can't remember either. Which is a shame, because it felt like a dream. I went to heaven. To put to
Do
the
you
above.
think you died? You might have just died for a little bit.
He actually died.
Went to the scrapworks, the best place in the world. But I have not met anyone who has been able to speak my languages.
Neither have we.
You are first in some time. Like,
How long have you been here?
a lot. More than that.
Is that in days or months or years?
Months.
Well, we just got here like yesterday, and we've already nearly been killed about 3 times.
Tell you what, you need a tour guide. I've been around for a little while. I can act as a translator. How about you hire me to be your tour guide?
You can understand the people here? Or the things?
To clarify, no, you can't. But that doesn't mean that's what you tell them.
Understand is such a strong word. I can comprehend what is keen to eat you or not.
He charades, okay.
And
well, it's better than nothing.
Someone likes you.
Well, it's better than nothing.
I like them.
I require only rent and board. Sorry, board and meals. Wait a minute, do I mean board and meals? I mean the place to sleep and the eats.
You
Well,
probably all have better than us.
I don't have boards, but I do have this, and they just hold up their lantern.
Deal.
They're gonna give him another button.
All right. With a new with a new tour guide in hand, you tell him of the strange light and the gondolas you spoke of. Squee does know what these are. The Quarry, a place not too far away where they harvest these special minerals and stones and take them to the city. It, however, isn't operated by any one of the people from the city, but instead these large, strange constructs that are very protective of their territory. If you wanted to, you should be able to sneak through and past them and hijack one of the gondolas to take you to the city if that is where you are going. And Squee, well, Squee knows all the best places to sneak in. But we're going to have to find out how good Squee is at navigating his newfound colleagues through the variety of different dangers when we return next week for Pathfinder Gatewalkers.
Hell yeah.
Wonderful session, everyone. It's good to be back and to have you guys here and in person and seeing your smiling faces and get to hang out with chat. I miss it.
Hey.
I miss it very, very dearly. And also a massive welcome back to Nick. It has been far too long, my friend, and I love Squee. I cannot wait to see what we do with them. I know Squee was a very last minute put together thing, but I cannot wait to see Squee in full swing when we get around to it as well. So yeah.
In full school. Sorry.
Okay. The adventure continues. Again, we have more stuff to pursue, but we are coming up on the end of this book soon enough. So yeah, we'll have to see what the future entails for our new group of heroes when we return. For the meantime, however, we are going to bid everyone farewell, and as always, because it is a Sunday, we are going to end with a dag formation. The dag formation for today is one that we used as a quote for midway through the game today, which is that a hero is not about the path. A hero is about the path that we choose, not the famous quote goes, with great power comes great accountability. So yes. I think that's pretty much it, guys.
Also, Dad,
Yes.
if you would like someone to read, I think Third Floor Wars is on at the moment.
I would, but they are not doing an RPG thingy thing, are they?
Oh, they are. They're playing Shiver Gothic.
Playing what?
Shiver Gothic. It's an RPG.
Let's have a look. Ba-ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, let's see if I can raid into them. Sure, I don't mind that at all. All right. Clears. All right, we will go and raid our friends over at Third Floor Wars. Third Floor Wars are a group of wonderful and amazing role players. I met them while we were doing a lot of the Through the Breach and Malifaux stuff. They have their own channel where they do a bunch of indie RPG games, so it is always a treat to go and hang out and check these amazing games out with some pretty fun folk. So we're going to go and raid them now. Third Floor Wars. Done and done. All right. Guys, thank you so much for listening. My name is Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. This is my place. This is my face. Stay safe. Stay wonderful. Be kind to each other because why the fuck not? It's free. And until we meet again, as always, game hard or die trying. Good night, folks. Mwah!